bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The Defense Force Rangers program helping to shape the youth into productive citizens. Some 70 Rangers were installed during a ceremony outside the C.A. Smith complex. Talia Hall was there.
Discipline, dedication, and determination was the motto as some 70 Rangers were officially installed. The program seeks to train, prepare, and expose the youth to employment opportunities. Onlookers cheering as the Rangers performed a number of drills. Senator the Honorable Keith Bell watching the Rangers in action. He says the program has grown tremendously, noting that a branch has also been established in the Berry Islands, which is the latest island to be added to the program.
What this program does to Rangers is it offers an alternative opportunities to young people, particularly our young men. And if you notice the energy that they had today, they displayed today, especially with their drills and exercise, as I've told the other persons, if we do not harness that energy, then we run the very real risk of them using that energy for something else. And so the idea is to ensure that we get as much young people into the Rangers program and we use it as a feeder program into the Defense Force.
Bell encouraging parents to be more involved in the lives of their children.
I'd like to encourage all parents to continue to be instrumental, play an integral part in the lives of their kids, of their children, because if we don't play a role in their lives, we leave them out to vices in the community.
Rangers Director Delvon Duncombe says it's exhilarating to see the youth participate in positive activities.
There's a passion for youth. There's a cry for young persons being involved in community service efforts. And so the Ranger program really is just about building young leaders. We really want the nation to see that our young persons are productive.
It's Talia Hall, ZNS Network News.
A local Christian ministry is observing a major milestone this month, and tonight we take a closer look at the impact that ministry is having in the community. The Universal Household of Faith Ministry opened its doors in June of 1993 in the Lewis Yard settlement and later relocated to the former Hawksville High Auditorium. The church has been a beacon of hope within the Southern District and the Grand Bahama community over the past 23 years. Universal started out with just 24 members and now has a following of over 600. Senior pastor Bishop Ricardo Grant says the ministry has a strong mandate.
It's a ministry that was called to hew out leaders, not only to just hew them out, but to identify them and to train and to see them step into their own and to come to head. And so, it was not just a regular status quo church that was, pulling members in and just keeping them, but, seeing them come in and speaking to the leadership in them and causing them to find their rightful place in the kingdom and in the ministry.
Bishop Grant says Universal is growing significantly at home and abroad and is now parenting 16 churches around the world.
As far as Africa, Haiti, and we have churches in the United States and also throughout the islands, Nassau, Abaco, Bimini, and so it's been a blessing there to see how God's really blessed the work that God has entrusted in our care.
The ministry also focuses on the development of young people through its Cadet Academy.
The Cadet Corps was something that God gave us simply because of my relationship to the Royal Bahamas Police Force as a reservist, and we wanted to reach the young people and help them to grasp what it is to take on character and to be mannerly, because like the old folks would say, manners take you through the world. And so, we wanted to help with shaping them in their behavior.
Universal Household of Faith will celebrate this milestone with 2 special services on Sunday. Students within the public school system will have the opportunity to increase their reading skills this summer. The Sandra Edgecombe Literacy Program, launched last month, seeks to encourage students to read daily during the summer vacation while promoting partnership with the home, school, and community. President of the Grand Bahama Principals and Vice Principals Association, Jacqueline Pinder, endorses this initiative.
It is exciting for us to be partners in this venture simply because our students will now have an opportunity to be engaged in a positive way. For students who will not get to travel around the world, this summer they will be able to, because depending on the book they check out, they will be able to get an adventure around the world and see life through the eyes of the authors.
Former educator and community activist Terry Goldsmith believes this program is essential to the development of the youth. He's appealing to corporate Grand Bahama to get on board.
Coming to your business, whether you the shipyard or wherever, I'm coming to you to say be a partner. Why just the literacy? And this is much broader. This project is much broader because when in this day and age with their young people, okay, they don't have sometimes a lot of them don't have a sense of purpose, but they like the reward. And when they read and they get a reward for reading and handing in that paper, they know that when they go through life, when they work hard and achieve something, there's a reward at the end.
Students within the public school system wishing to participate can collect a form from their schools or the Ministry of Education, choose a book of their choice, submit a book report at the beginning of the new school year, and receive a reward. Meantime, a Bahamian author is partnering with the Ministry of Education in an attempt to increase the literacy rate of students in the district. Henry Davis, a native of Cat Island, presented a copy of his book, My Country, My Island Stories, to the Minister for Grand Bahama, Dr. Michael Darville, during the launch of the Sandra Edgecombe Reading Program.
About our track as a people. I took it back from way back, from Plato, Aristotle, into Jesus' time, and then into the Dark Ages, the Renaissance, Christopher Columbus, and then I brought it into our political system. And then, of course, I had to take it into Cat Island, because that's where I'm from. And everything you heard about Cat Island, everything you heard the way how Cat Island was, Mr. Goldsmith can attest to it. It's in here, and that's why he felt as though the book would really be of great interest for the kids over the summer.
District Education Officer for West Grand Bahama and Bimini, Marvin Roll, says parental involvement is vital to this reading program.
We have found from the McCrell training that the government recently invested in that 33% of the predictor of a student's success is the involvement of their parents and their family in their education. And so we have decided in this district to reintroduce ourselves to the home and parents, so to speak, and to work closely with the parents. The other predictor of success as an adult is how many words a student has in his or her vocabulary as a child. And so we want to encourage these students to start reading early. And this program actually will begin with first graders. So it'll go straight from first graders to 12th graders at this time.
Now, students who participate are encouraged to read at least one book this summer break. Born to Lead, that's the theme for the West Grand Bahama District Council's high school speech competition to be held at the 8 Mile Rock Gym this coming Sunday at 3 p.m. Application forms can be collected from the District Council's office in 8 Mile Rock. Don't go away, sports is coming up next with Ricardo Lightborn all the way from Bimini.